What's up, guys? Welcome into your Elimination Chamber preview and predictions. This Saturday, the final stop on our way to WrestleMania 42. Can you believe that WrestleMania 42 is right around the corner? You believe WrestleMania 42 is right around the corner, and they really have absolutely no idea, and it really feels this way, at least to me, that they have absolutely no idea what in the blue hell what they're doing. They don't. They don't know what they're doing. That is how it feels like. Okay? I mean, last night proved it with the Brock Lesnar segment. I mean, because Brock Lesnar is having an open challenge at WrestleMania. And it's either going to be LA Knight or it's going to be Obafemi. That's who it's going to be. Anyway, that proves it. And the fact that they've only announced that in 2 other matches for WrestleMania so far. And quite frankly, since I mentioned that, a big reason why they've come up with that is because they are having such a hard time selling tickets. A hard time selling tickets for WrestleMania. When in reality, take away all the high price stuff, take away all the blackouts where you're not letting places around there, show WrestleMania, letting people get involved, letting people come and hang out, watch your product, have fun, get invested in your product without going to the venue, drawing in fans that way. I remember when they showed that one WrestleMania, it was either WrestleMania 2000 or it was WrestleMania 15. They actually showed one huge WrestleMania party in New York City. But that was back in 1999 or 1998. They actually showed that during the pay-per-view. They were showing highlights of that in the pay-per-view. Boy, has time changed. Times have changed, wrestling fans. And outside of all of that type stuff, if you would just give us story. Give a story between competitors and then put some good matches with those stories. Guess what? We would come to the events. Now, I'll admit I'm going to WrestleMania this year with my brother and one of my friends. But I'll tell you what. That place is getting a hard time to sell out. And I don't blame them because of what they are offering. WrestleMania sells itself, but apparently not this year. Now, wrestling fans, Elimination Chamber, that's what we're here to talk about. We're not here to talk so much about WrestleMania. At least, not exactly. Okay. This is supposed to lead up to Mania. Give us a little clearer picture. Where in reality, when we look at the world title matchup, CM Punk versus Finn Balor. Does anybody think that's going to change? No. It's going to be a great contest. It will be a tremendous match. But CM Punk's walking out victorious. And I'll dive more into that in just a little bit. Becky Lynch versus AJ Styles. Or not, excuse me. That's horrible, that what I just said. Becky Lynch versus AJ Lee. Does anybody think that AJ Lee is going to lose her first singles matchup in the WWE in what? 10, 12, 13 years, however long it's been? No. No. She's walking into WrestleMania 42. The new women's world champion in the WWE. The Elimination Chamber matchup for the women. Tiffany Stratton, Asuka, Alexa Bliss, Rhea Ripley, Raquel Rodriguez, and Cayenne James qualify for it. Alright, I'm just going to say, Tiffany Stratton, does anybody care about Tiffany Stratton being in WrestleMania this year? Now, I know there's going to be some people out there that do. I know that WWE does, okay? But if you have not been in anything important for quite some time, I am one of those old school people who think you should not be in an important feud at a major pay-per-view. The big 4 or 5 pay-per-views. I don't think you should be. Now, is it okay if she's in one of the minor ones? Of course it is. But for a title, absolutely not. I have a firm belief in that. I have a firm belief in that. I have always thought that. Asuka, hey look, they'll do some multi-woman tag team matchup at WrestleMania. That's where she'll end up being. Rhea Ripley, if she does not lose her tag team titles, if she doesn't lose her tag titles on Friday, she's not walking out victorious at Elimination Chamber. If she loses them, then I would say she has a better chance of winning. Raquel Rodriguez, nah, she's not winning. Alexa Bliss, as of right now, stands the best chance of walking out victorious. Just saying. And of course, the men's Elimination Chamber matchup. Randy Orton, Cody Rhodes, Javon Evans, Trick Williams, Jey Uso, and L.A. Knight. Well, I can tell you one thing. We're not going to be eating our way to WrestleMania to the main event. We're not going to be doing that. That was not supposed to happen. Anyway, we had Big Bronson Reed getting hurt on Monday, and Jey Uso took his spot. They called an audible during that matchup. Okay, so that's what happened there. L.A. Knight, yeah. No. L.A. Knight, no. He's not walking out victorious either. I can honestly see this. I can see, guys, I know everybody wants Obafemi, however you say his name, to walk out and challenge Brock Lesnar. I can see that, but you know what? I bet it's LA Knight. I can see WWE having LA Knight doing that. You watch. LA Knight will be the one that challenges Brock Lesnar, and we all know why. We all know why. All this stuff that has to do with the Vision, and he'll have to take down Brock Lesnar. Okay. That's one reason why. Another reason why I think that is because of all the stuff that Obafemi is doing with Rusev right now. Plus, we know how WWE operates. The fans want one thing, and then the next thing, pow. I could be wrong. We could get Obafemi, Brock Lesnar, WrestleMania, and exactly what I discussed on Raw last night on my Raw review, which you can go and watch right now. It's on the channel right now, and that'd be appreciated. But do I see that happening? No. Javon Evans, they put him in there because they see a bright future in him. And an OG cutter from the pod. There you go. Oh, and by the way, here's another thing. They'll probably have some ladder match at WrestleMania, and he'll be in it. Randy Orton needs to walk out victorious. And Drew McIntyre needs to come up through the chamber and Claymore kick Cody Rhodes to eliminate Cody Rhodes. There you go. Randy Orton victorious. What can you say? That's Elimination Chamber. They should have filled this matchup with more than just 4 matches. Okay, Brother Love. They could have had Dominic Mysterio versus Penta on this show. They could have had Natty versus Maxine Dupree on this show. As much as it makes everybody cringe. They still could have stuck that in there to put eyes on Maxine Dupree getting dominated on the ESPN app. That would put different eyes. What do I know? Y'all let me know what you're thinking in the comments below. I'm done getting worked up about this particular show. On our way to WrestleMania, this is supposed to be a show that's supposed to work things out and show us more past, more matches for WrestleMania. And I can tell you one thing, it's really not showing us any more paths, any more ways to WrestleMania, except maybe Alexa Bliss winning. The winner of the Elimination Chamber with the men doesn't even show us, because there will be so different angles and different types of things with the winner, because I don't think it's going to be a one-on-one contest with Drew McIntyre, because he has been getting on the nerves and getting up in the face of everybody on SmackDown. Oh, and I forgot. They got this big, huge box that we're going to see unveiled on Saturday. So we better look forward to that too. I'm getting out of here. Y'all let me know what you're thinking in the comments below. Subscribe to the channel today. Hit the bell button. Guys, I'll be back on Saturday for a huge review of Elimination Chamber. Okay. I'm going to be doing a review of this. I'm also going to have something for Backyard Beatdown. One big, huge cook-off with my brother Andrew, as it will be the boss versus the family man. And I'm going to put him away once and for all. As I'm going to put that King of the Hill, Hank Hill, family man, when he uses his propane and propane accessories, I'm going to put him away once and for all, because told you, I'm going to rectify only beating him once ever since we were kids. But guys, I'll see you on Saturday for a review of Elimination Chamber. Hope you enjoyed this one. Hope you enjoyed this preview. Go back and watch anything on the channel that you've missed. And until I see you again, this is Webby. I'll catch all of you on the other side. Talk to you later.